Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. My name is Kristen and this is, if you didn't know by the title, this is my health update for May, and May is a huge month for me. And I'm going to get into that. But we're going to talk about a lot of stuff in this video. We're going to talk about my physical health and how my elliptical was broken for the majority of the month. We're going to talk about Mental Health Awareness Month. We're going to talk about why May is a hard month for me, and for a few different reasons. And we're going to talk about some things that transpired this past weekend. And you know, Kristen always comes with receipts. So if you want to see or hear what I'm talking about, then just stay into it. May got here and my elliptical broke. And my elliptical is the machine that I work out on every single day, 3 times a week. My husband works on every single day. And all of a sudden it broke. We had a tech come out to fix it. He didn't fix it. It broke within like 5 days, and so I was up without an elliptical for like 2 weeks. So it wasn't until last week, the week that I went to Disney, that I was able to get 3 workouts in. And so the day you're seeing this is the day I'm getting back to working out. I am filming this, actually the day after. I am filming this on Memorial Day, so you'll see this on Tuesday. I'll be back to working out 3 days a week, and hopefully my elliptical doesn't break again, because it's way too hot to be going around outside. It's this week is a busy week. It's my daughter's last week of school, so busy week, exciting. I'll be glad to turn my 7 alarm off and be able to sleep in and get some good rest and whatnot. So my physical health, you know, as far as working out, kind of took a back seat. Not my choice, but yeah. But physical health, when you're not very active, it can affect your mental health, because I started feeling very, very lazy. I started feeling sluggish, and so I would try to get up and just walk around the house a little bit, like try to get some fresh air so I wouldn't feel too bad. You know, it worked a little bit, but I just need to really be active. You never know how much you need to be active until you're active and you have to stop, not by choice. So I will be getting back into it. So the reason why May is always a hard month for me, May 2014 is when I had a really, really bad emotional breakdown, and I call 2014 like the worst year of my life, because that was the year that I had a breakdown. I went to the hospital and I was diagnosed with BPD, depression, and anxiety. And if you don't know what BPD is, it is linked down below. It's for borderline personality disorder. And May always hits me like a ton of bricks. Like, I always see it coming, and I always try to prepare myself, but I always get very, very, very low at the beginning of the month, and then like the second week, I just pick up like clockwork every single year. So when May comes around, I'm like, okay, Kristen, it's gonna be low. We're just gonna get through it or whatever. And so yeah, that is what's going on. Also, when I was 15, on Mother's Day is when I lost my paternal grandmother, who I was very close to. So May always has, it's always remembering for the bad things. And so that, in conjunction with the breakdown, I'm almost like F May. You know, May can go straight to hell or whatever. But yeah. So as far as my mental health, the first couple of weeks were kind of rough. And then we got into like towards the middle of the month, and I was feeling really, really good. I was, you know, I was thinking about video ideas and getting them up, and, you know, trying to be active and trying to feel better about myself, and I was working really well. And so I want to kind of get into some things that just started this month, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on. So anyway, you guys all know that the squad announcement came out for the head punter. Obviously I didn't make it, and I applied. This was my 2nd time now, and if you saw my stories, I said there would not be a 3rd, because I don't like to feel like I've been dissed twice, and so I won't be dissed a 3rd time. And so when the squad announcement came out, like for the applications, I sent my application in the first day. I was very confident in myself. Like I said, there's no reason why I shouldn't make it. Like I was very confident. I said, I think I take really good pictures. I think that, you know, I showcase their products very, very well. And there's just no reason. Like a lot of people told me there's just no reason why you should not be on the squad. Like you use their products, your function, you do decor, all that. So I sent in the first day. So it's like basically the waiting game. And so it was it was exciting. You know, I was nervous, I was excited. I was like, I really want to make the squad because it's exposure and it can lead to bigger things. And so that's really why I wanted to do it. And I love the Happy Planner as a whole. All right, so the squad announcement came out actually the Friday I was going to Disney, and I had got an email from them and I did not make it. I was very upset. I was. So yeah, I was upset. The rejection email came out, and then the same day the announcement came out about who won, and I was very confused by it because I thought it wasn't going to come out until the 27th. So I was like, well, who dropped the ball? So anyway, so let me back up a couple of days before that happened. I really thought I was going to be on the squad. I'm going to tell you why. Because 2 days leading up to the squad being announced, Stephanie, Hannah, and Kayla had been constantly watching my stories. And I was like, oh, maybe they're just watching, you know, the people that they're picking to see what they talk about in their stories. That's what I thought it was. And I was like, okay, so I was like talking to my friend Lynn. I was like, this may be a good sign and all of that, right? Not really. Also at this time, someone had decided to create 2 fake Instagram accounts, screenshotting some things from my Facebook group and tagging Stephanie in them. It was nothing negative against Stephanie at all. They just basically said, Kristen's not squad material because look what she talks about. So I thought it was a pretty shitty thing to do, and now that I think about it, I know that was why they were watching my stories. So they must have got wind of this and they decided to watch my stories. So if you know me and you've watched my streams and my stories when I was at Disney, you know that I had a really, really big issue with how the squad was chosen and how the email with the free downloadable printout, I called that a shitty thing to do because who wants to be constantly reminded that they were rejected? And I said the way they went about it was very shady, and it felt like a marketing scam, and it felt like a ploy just to get people to buy their products, to advertise, and that's how I felt, and I still feel that way. While I was doing all of this, Stephanie Flemming watched my live stream. Hannah did too. She watched all of my stories about me saying, let's talk about this email. And I knew they watched. I was like, okay. After that happened, someone told me, oh, Stephanie did something on her stories to talk about how, you know, her decision about the squad. I was like, okay, let me go watch it. Maybe there's an explanation that I don't know anything about. I tried to go search Stephanie's name and it said user not found. I'm going to insert that image right there because Stephanie Flemming blocked me on Instagram. Yes, I was blocked by the CEO of a company. Yes. And so I did not know why I was blocked. So I went on one of my million other Instagram accounts that are legit accounts, and I decided to watch her story, and I am going to insert that video right.
Okay, so I wasn't going to say this, but I think I want to address the whole Happy Planner squad. First of all, with over 600 applications, it was next to impossible to make a decision. And I know that choices like that are subjective, and we took that responsibility to heart. We really did. Hannah and I have been going over these things for weeks and reviewing them and making our selections. So first of all, let me tell you what the Happy Planner Squad is. The Happy Planner Squad is a group of influencers who will create branded content for the Happy Planner social media platforms. Okay, so with that being said, I want to mention this one time that the minute somebody starts to attack or question my character and integrity as a person is when things start to change for me. I don't have time for that kind of energy or negativity in my life, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to justify a choice that I feel really good about and a choice that was mine. So remember, we are all in this together. Planner community, squad, Mamby employees, just planners in general. We love you. We're going to be encouraging you and following you and engaging with you. We are all on the same team.
I want to address this since I can't really address her because she blocked me. If you saw that stream, you saw my stories, I never attacked Stephanie Flemming's character. I said the way they chose people, I said I don't think that they should have got everyone's hopes up in thinking that there was going to be 21 new girls. I don't have any issues with the girls that were picked. I have issues with the way Maddie picked this team. I said that they should have just said they were looking for just 10 girls, you know, and they should have said up front, we're getting you, we're going to keep the old squad. That's what I said. And I said I said the email was a slap in the face. I said because the first part of the email makes it seem like you won. And I go then it says unfortunately in the middle, and I was like, I think the whole downloadable thing saying, you know, be you is a slap in the face. And a lot of people agreed with me. A lot of people agreed with me if you saw that stream. And for the head of a company to block me for speaking my mind says more about the head of the company than it does about me. I was not aware that what I said was so awful. I was not aware that what I said was demeaning, because I wasn't. I was not aware that Kristen had this much influence over over someone. The part that pisses me off the most is that the only reason I feel like I was blocked is because I had to hide her from watching my stories. And the reason why I hid her is because I feel you are confident in your decision with your squad. And so if you're confident in that decision, then you don't need to, it shouldn't matter what I have to say. It should not matter what Kristen Iness has to say at all if you're confident in your decision. And you wouldn't have to defend it if you're confident in your decision. But she blocked me, and then she did those stories. And I'm not so much irritated at the stories as I am at the GIFs that she put in it and then put haters gonna hate. That insults me, because if anything, I was one of Maddie's biggest fans. Like, I spent a lot of money and I praised Stephanie many times and praised their products and done a lot of plan with me's. I've done hauls, I've done flip throughs. If I was a quote unquote hater, I would have never done that. And for her to direct that towards me, because it's towards me, because I was blocked and she did that, it shows me that she's not professional. It shows me that it's very childish. And if you can't take constructive criticism, because what I gave was constructive criticism, just because you didn't like the way I delivered the constructive criticism doesn't mean it wasn't constructive. And a lot of people agreed with my feelings. So I just don't understand why I was blocked. Because she saw my story, she saw my life. She could have easily came into my DMs and told me that there was a misunderstanding. Or she could have easily said, I don't like what you said. But to block me and then be childish and then go on and do that in your stories where you know I can't see it speaks volumes. And because they were watching 2 days before the squad announcement and 3 days after, for 5 days, they were constantly watching what I was doing. I had to say to myself, Kristen, your influence is really something. And if anybody doubts that I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to them watching my stuff, I have screenshots of it all. And I posted a screenshot of her blocking me. So that's proof in itself. And it's just really crazy to me. And so the reason why I'm saying all this is because I could have let all of this drama affect my mental health. It didn't. Probably because I was in a state of shock. I didn't let it affect my mental health, not in a negative way. It just made me realize that when people show you who they are, believe them. And I tell this to people all the time, when people show you who they are, believe them. And so I was just like, okay, this was like a blessing in disguise. And you may think I'm just saying that now because I wasn't picked, but no, this is a blessing in disguise. And the reason why it was a blessing in disguise, if I was chosen for the squad, it would have handicapped me. Because I love my traveler's notebooks. I love Carpe Diem stickers. I have a Carpe Diem planner. I would have been stuck with only using Happy Planner products. And I have so many followers and so many subscribers who use various planner products. And I do lifestyle things on my on my YouTube, and I'm gonna start incorporating into my Instagram. That would have kind of handicapped me and not be able to showcase more of what I can do. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to eliminate anyone. I want to be all inclusive. And so, yeah, to the person who created the fake accounts, I think that was probably the reason why I wasn't picked. I know who it is. They know who they are. They're probably watching this video. I originally thought it was someone else, but that person came to me who I had a real issue with in the past, and we talked it out. That person apologized to me, and I kind of have proof now of who it is. And to create fake accounts to try to bring someone down is just really strange to me. But okay, you know, you got what you wanted. I didn't make the squad. You got what you wanted. And another thing, this past weekend, another YouTuber wanted me to do a stream with her for some mix-up or whatever, and I went onto her stream. I couldn't join her stream. I went onto her stream and she called me a bully. She did. She called me a bully. She knows who she is. I don't need to say her name. And I ended up leaving her stream after that, because if you think I'm a bully, I don't have anything else to say to you. Her reasons for calling me a bully, I don't believe that reason is valid. I think the word bully gets thrown around a little too lightly. It gets thrown around a little too much. And so, no, I don't agree with her assessment. She can feel how she wants to feel, but it's fine. You know, if you call me that, then there's nothing else to be said. And that is what it is. But that's how my May went. But you know what? I'm not upset. I'm not irritated. It's just it's like one of those light bulb things, like, okay, Kristen, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Because it's like one of those things, like, okay, if you're mad, I'm going to give you some more to be mad about. And going into June, like, I have so many ideas for videos I want to do. And oh, and if you want to know if I will be still using the Happy Planner, the answer is hell no. I will be moving into a recollections come July, because that's when it starts. I mean, I will still be using my Happy Planner just pen to paper, and I will be using the stickers in my recollections planner, but I will, what do I look like using a planner created by somebody who blocked me? I can't even say what because it's hilarious to me. But yeah, that is how my May went. And, you know, it's just crazy to me, you know, but my mental health is great. I was sick. I'm still sick, if you can tell in my voice. I have a very bad cough. I had a sinus infection, and that's the worst of it right there. But I feel good up here, feel pretty well. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. There was a lot to take in, and all of that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you agree with Stephanie, that is perfectly fine. You have that right. If you agree with me, that's great too. But I'm gonna get out of here, and I will see you all next time. Bye.